So here it is. Today is going to be quick. If you want to have the secret, you can simply, turn off in less than a minute. The one reason to fail at something, it is, drum rolls, it is giving up. Yep, you heard it. It is giving up. There is only one way you can lose at something: if you give up. Yeah? Stick it in the wall, put it in the mirror. If you give up, then that's the moment where failing at something has just become true. Until then, you have just learned new ways that didn't work. Until then, you have just learned new ways that didn't work. In the moment, in the same exact moment, you say, I have enough. I'm not doing this anymore because of this, because of that, because of him, because of her, etc., etc., etc. That's the exact moment that you failed. And beware that our brains are wired to find the reasons that seem plausible to giving up, because we have to be consistent with our identity. Whatever you think you are, whoever you think you are, your brain will find explanations as to why it was the right decision to give up, because it has to stay consistent with your identity, with who you are. It has to give an explanation. Let me give you an example. Procrastination. Yeah, I'm not training because it's boring. I'm not training because I don't have time. I'm not training because I want to spend time with my family. I'm not training because it's too expensive, and so forth and so on, right? All of these might seem good reason, even honorable reasons. Think about spending time with your family. Absolutely honorable. We all need to spend as much time with our families as possible. We do. But let me ask you something. How much time can you spend with your family when you are sick at the hospital, or if when you are older? Because right now you can spend time with your family. How about when you get older and you start not being able to move anymore, and you start, being limited by your own body because all of these years you didn't spend 20 minutes a day, 20 minutes in 24 hours to take care of your body. That's just one reason, right? It's just one of the reasons. I don't have enough time. It's the other reason. If you don't have enough time, listen, we all have 24 hours a week. All have the same amount of hours. This is as fair as it gets. It is not about how much time you have, because we all have the same, right? And people achieve different things in the same amount of time. It is about how and where you spend your time. What are you prioritizing, right? I don't have the money. Yeah, sure. You can do it at home. You can do it outside. I'm doing it outside, right? Every time. So you can see, like, at the beginning, those reasonings, all of those reasonings can seem plausible, can seem right. But the truth is, our brain is just trying to give an explanation as to why we are really failing. It's trying to give an explanation as to why we are really failing at this thing. And it wants to protect us, our brain, right? But nowadays, it doesn't do us any good when it does this. So beware, just one thing. Beware that the only one way to fail at something is giving up. If you keep on going until you get where you want, there is no way. Like, it is impossible to not achieve what you want to achieve if you don't give up. It may take you months, it may take you years, but you will get there where you want. think of, again, professional athletes, how many years they go without winning a championship, the top of the top. I don't remember. Michael Jordan, I think it was 8 years before winning a championship. He started in 83, 84. He won his first one in 91. Kobe had a different story. Kobe actually won almost from the get-go because he had a much better team. But then, at some point in his career, it actually started losing, having bad teammates. How many years did he go without winning again? Even harder psychologically. You know what winning is? People around you are telling you, without this or that teammate, you cannot win. And he still kept going, right? Through the tough times. So stick it on the wall, put it in the mirror. There is only one reason why we don't achieve our goals. It is because we give up. Let me give you a couple of examples of this week alone, how many times I could have given up. So I'm working on a video series for you guys, for this channel. And I'm an absolute beginner, as everybody can see from my videos. And I've put my camera, I spent hours finding the right composition at home. It took me really ages to learn all of the basics, etc. Everything stays, everything is perfect. I'm alone at home. I have the audio I think I have and everything. And I record. I do actually a decent job at, following the script I prepared with the content. And 1.5 hours later, it sounds stupid, but I'm a beginner and I'm not ashamed to, share this. I go in and I put the footage into the computer, and guess what? It's all out of focus. Even though I tried to put it in focus before starting recording. Like, the one thing that is out of focus is my person. All of the rest is in focus. So there you go, like 2 to 3 hours wasted. And a decent performance in front of the camera, which is actually the hardest part. So that was one this week. What was the other one? Let me think about that. Yes, we have a little business. We sell stuff on Amazon, etc. And after over a year of looking for the right supplier, etc., spending thousands and thousands of euros for making sure that all of our products are compliant to German law, etc., the supplier is coming in now in the moment of delivering and saying, hey, we cannot do this, we cannot do that, this cannot be compliant, that cannot be compliant. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We have tested everything is compliant. But the truth is that to increase their margins, they basically are trying to, use cheaper material that is actually not compliant with German laws. And we are obviously not willing to do anything like that. And because of a clause in our contract that I made him aware of before, going forward, because I know how in China things are working, he kind of retreating back now after we have invested so many months and so much money and time, right? And now I can say, screw it, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, it doesn't matter how right I try to make it. I've done all the tests. The material is right. Everything is working. The supplier is right. The quality is right. There is so many things that goes into this. You cannot imagine how much work this is to put a quality product, safe, qualitative product in the market. Last minute, I've been waiting before Chinese New Year now. And last minute, the guy is coming in and he kind of says, yeah, I'm willing to lose the business, but I'm not doing this. I'm not accepting this clause. That's what's happening. So yeah, I can choose now. Do I give up, or do I keep on going until I find and do what I want? I'm pretty sure if I keep on going, I will succeed. And I'm not gonna look at the mirror and say, hey, you gave up on this. You will never know how it would have gone if you would have not given up, This is also one of the reasons why, I don't know what the percentage is, but you can Google it. It's absolutely astonishing, huge, of the amount of businesses that fail. It's basically the absolute vast majority of business that within 5 to 10 years they all fail. Why? Because it takes a specific mindset. It takes a certain toughness, certain resilience. I think resilience is the right word. Relentlessness, resilience. It takes all of that to keep on going in front of adversity. The message is, my failure will become true in the moment I find the reason to give up. My failure will become true in the moment I find the reason to give up. Print that in your head, My failure will become true in the moment I find the reason to give up or not even start. Wish you a great start of the week, or Sunday if you guys are watching this as it gets published. Going back home now, spending some quality time with my family. Subscribe, activate notifications. Something good is about to come with that video that I will not give up on. Bye.